Hi everyone, I'm here to share a junk journal with you today, and this is for a swap with Kelly. And Kelly asked me if I would like to do a swap with her, and of course I said yes, because her journals are absolutely gorgeous. And I'll leave the link down below in the description box if you'd like to check her out. She does quite a lot of shabby chic junk journals, but she's also done some steampunk journals as well. So please do go over and check her out. I'm really excited about this swap, and really pleased with how this book came out. We decided to do a 6.5 by 4.5 journal, and she gave me a few ideas of colours and things that she liked, and she did mention she'd like one of the Tsunami Rose digital kits. So I had the Life of Bloom kit, so that's what I've used in this journal. My cover did come out a little bit bigger. I'll just measure it. I did do, it was 6.5 that way, but it's almost 5 1/4 the other way, and about 1 3/4 inch spine. But the pages on the inside are, I think, roughly 6.5 by 4.5. So with this journal, the cover, it has been made from a lightweight chipboard, and I covered it with sort of like a beige tan coloured fabric. I used some muslin for the backing here. This is a piece of book page. It's actually from the Edith Holden book, and I've stitched all around there. The picture is also from one of the fairy books. So, and I love the colours in that, and it sort of went really well with the actual digital kit. At the top, I've put a little butterfly charm on a garment pin, and this is just a piece of vintage doily. I think it originally came from a tablecloth. Put some lace around the spine. On the back here, I've used some sari silk ribbon, and then I've glued down a nice butterfly on the back there. Some book corners. I've also used the cheesecloth at the top. So have a look on the inside. This one did come out quite chunky. So on the inside cover, I've made a fabric pocket which I've stitched and added some lace. And then here, this is the little poem that actually went with this fairy, because this is the fairy rose, or the rose fairy rather. I've put a little bit of lace here, and it's just another fairy image on the back. I also recently got a Wink of Stella pen, so this is the first time that I've used that. So I stamped an image here and coloured that in with a pen, and it's just some ledger paper on the back. So there's 3 signatures, and the beginning of each signature has some tracing paper which I've printed the digital design onto. So each signature at the front and the back has a piece of the tracing paper, and I think this is possibly could be used as the front cover, this design. And this is such a pretty kit, so lovely, and I've printed it all out onto matte photo paper, so the colours are really good. So on this page, this is another little piece from the Edith Holden book, which I've backed onto some paper, and I've just stitched all around the edge, so that could be used as a journal card. This is some of my baked paper, which has just been dipped in water and then ink sprayed. I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit shimmery. So there's no tea dyeing, but there are other tea dyed papers within the book. And then this is the little card. This is from another one of Tsunami Rose's digital kits. I think it's the Tea Party kit. So we've got some tea-dyed paper. I've tried to leave, you know, quite a bit of space for Kelly to journal in the book. It's another one of these. This is from a botanical book, and I've just stitched all around the edge and back to that onto with tea-dyed paper. These are from the Big Elements from Tsunami Rose, and all I did was stitch these together and made it into a little pocket, so you could put some extra things in there. And that's using my pizza pan tea dyed paper, some tea dyed music sheet paper, and I did also include some scrapbook paper that's been tea dyed, and that is from a paper pad called Country Creations. It's just a couple of little butterflies there. This is a sentiment from the kit and a tag, which I think everything's mostly been backed onto tea dyed paper. These are from some of the ephemera packs that Daisy has just brought out. So I've fussy cut that out and again used the Wink of Stella pen just to make it all shimmery. This is another, I think I've just made that into a pocket. No, I've just glued that together. That's from the kit. I've made the pocket here and stitched around it again. I've left all the threads hanging, so if you don't like them, Kelly, you can trim them all off. This is, I think, from the Graphics Fairy, and I just love this postcard. I love the vintage image of the lady on there, and that's been backed onto some of the Edith Holden paper. That's another little pocket. That's from the Tea Party kit. That's another little sentiment. It's the second signature. This is some like accounts type paper that I've tea dyed. And this is a little journal card that I've made with some cartridge paper, and I've stamped a feather there and used some more of the Wink of Stella pen. This is a little booklet that I made just from scraps of tea dyed paper, and I've just sewn along the top and stamped on the front. The glassine bag with a bit of ribbon. It's another sewn pocket. That's another little journal card. This is from a music book that I got, and as it's the last rose of summer, I thought it went really well with this particular kit. That's another of the ephemera pieces that I've fussy cut. This is another one of these pockets using the Big Elements kit. Another paper bag. And there's a couple of little extras that are from the ephemera pack. Flip out page, that's some more of the accounts book. And then this is a third signature. Made a belly band here with a little gold bow, and That's another piece from the Edwardian Lady book, which I've just stapled sari silk to the top. Another pocket, and that's another image that I've stamped using and coloured that in with the Wink of Stella pen, and that's on cartridge paper, and then I've backed it onto some scrapbook paper. Another pocket, just a little tag. That's some more of the Edith Holden paper, and I chose some paper that was also a rose. I think this is a dog rose. Another pocket. This is a postcard that I made. This is a stamp that I have, and I've just stamped that onto some tea-dye paper and stitched around the edge and glued a postage stamp there. I have another pocket, and this is just a little gift tag, and another one of those Edith Holden paper tags. The other side of the bag with some ribbon trim. Here I did 2 corner pockets, and this is just a little booklet I made. This is actually from the kit, and it's just some spare pieces of tea-dyed paper, and I've just sewn down the middle of that to make a little booklet. We have an envelope here, that's also from the kit. I don't think there isn't anything in that. And that's the back page. The spine has been covered with some more of that tan coloured fabric that I used on the outside. So I really like that because it allows for extra stretch on the inside of the spine there. So that's the back. And there we go, that's it. So hope you enjoy watching the video, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye.